don't even know whether or not the patient have diabetes, hypertension. They don't know anything. Like, I went to this home and I was like so upset. I was like, okay, then you have a patient who is not able to talk. Give me any information, and you're telling me that this patient is here and you don't know anything about the patient. Not a thing for the group home owner. I'm like, so what is your caregivers doing for this patient? Is this patient just lying here? Relatives do come and say, okay, then this is the place they want their elderly folks to be at. And they are in a really nice building. But then when you ask about the patient, like, okay, then, so what's going on with the patient? I don't know. So Kevin B8, love the accent. Remember me? No, don't remember you, Kevin. I think I remember your name popping up on the screen. Yeah, but thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to go ahead and double tap the screen here. Yeah, so that's why I want to, if you haven't heard or watched the other video where, I said I need help. Yes, it's to kind of help with some of these patients, because a lot of the patients, like, as I say, they don't have, some of them are not eating, or if they do eat, it's probably like 1 meal per day. So what I'm trying to do is, do a little, 1 or 2 things, like, providing tin items or toiletries or something, for these people that I visit. And as I say, most of the time I deal with the elderly population, so a lot of times they do need the help there. So yeah, but there's so much work out there to do. Like, there's so much work out there to do for these elderly people. That's why, even though we talk every day about, how bad it is in some places for nurses, a lot of times, even though we might share our story, it doesn't necessarily depict the entire or the general, picture when it comes on to healthcare, providers or facilities, hospitals. Is not that. So I don't want it to be a case where people are like discouraged about coming into healthcare, going into nursing, going into home health. If you, as I say, if it is something that you definitely want to do, go in there and do your best, give your best, because there's so much work out there for providers, there's so much work out there for nurses, home health nurses. They're needed. They need home health aides, and the other thing is, like, sometimes these home health aides are not even consistent. They don't want to work. That's the other challenge sometimes. So I don't know, it's just like a messed up, it's like a business. Everybody just have a business out there, and it's just benefiting, their pockets. It's not necessarily benefiting the patient, as far as I am concerned. Like, we house these patients, we take care of them, or we're supposed to be taking care of them, and it makes sense the patient and they stay on the road, as far as me concerned. You understand? Because we're taking their money and we have them in these homes, and the home not doing one thing for them. They don't even know whether or not the patient have diabetes, hypertension. They don't know anything. Like, I went to this home and I was like so upset. I was like, okay, then you have a patient who is not able to talk. Give me any information, and you're telling me that this patient is here and you don't know anything about the patient. Not a thing for the group home owner. I'm like, so what is your caregivers doing for this patient? Is this patient just lying here? Relatives do come and say, okay, then this is the place they want their elderly folks to be at. And they are in a really nice building. But then when you ask about the patient, like, okay, then, so what's going on with the patient? I don't know. What's going on? I don't know. I'm only working with them. This is my first day. That is the story you always hear, And it's the same thing when they come into the emergency room. They come with them, and you call the nursing home or the group home or the assisted living. And everybody, it's the first day for them. It's the first day for every patient that comes in, because nobody knows anything. No paperwork not coming with the patient. Nobody not trying to advocate and help with the continuity of the work. It's like everybody just have a patient in them house and call it a group home, warm in a bed, feeding them, but nobody cares about what's going on. It's not all about just feeding these elderly people. We need to be involved in, taking care of them. You go and see them, have to be like literally telling them, you need to call the office and get the notes. Oh, we don't do that. Okay, then, so what's the sense we showing up and have all of this plan for the patient if you're not gonna try and get that information? It doesn't make any sense. So we come in, see the patient, do all of this plan of care with the patient, document it and say, okay, then this is what the home health team needs to do. This is what the plan is for the patient. And it's like the information just stays one place. Nobody have any interest in trying to get, that note over to their home, the assisted living, the group home. Nowhere. Nobody wants to collect any information and have it as a part of their file for these patients. And then every second, it's a case where it's something that is already addressed. You find them calling, oh, Stacy, what about this? I'm like, did we even look in the notes, or did we try to get the information from the last visit? All of this is already in the chart. So that's just the struggle. So it's like these patients are just there and nobody is involved in anything. The patients are just lying there and that's it, So it's just a sad world out there for these elderly people, honestly. It's just a sad world. It's all about the money, and I don't think it should be like that. Yes, you need to make money, yes, but do the job we're supposed to be doing. That's all. Claudette Olivier says, understand exactly what you are saying. I do critical newborns that go home on vents, trach, PICC lines, and dialysis at home. Oh, okay, nice, travel nurse. Yeah, it is sad out there when you go out there and see what is, being offered to these people. It is just sad. And Kevin says, are you from California? No, Kevin, I'm from Jamaica. That's home. I am from Jamaica, but I am in Texas right now. So, yeah. Where are you from, Kevin? Yeah, so it's just sad. It's just sad for the population out there, honestly. I just never expected a lot of the things that I would be seeing. Like, I know, yes, they're there, but at the same time, because we have home health services, I think that, it would have been a little bit better for some of these patients. And don't get me wrong, you have some group homes and assisted living, like you have those managers, and I don't know if it's because some of them probably had a relative, because you'll hear them talk about it. Either they had a relative or they have some, relation with, the health field itself. Like, they were a nurse before, and so they go in with a passion. They go in with, the hope of doing something good, making a change in those patients' life, and so their homes are pretty decent. When it comes down to some group homes I've been to, regardless of what is happening with the patient, those patients are not necessarily mandated, but there is already an agreement that when you're coming into this group home, we're going to be doing an evaluation. You're going to get a psych evaluation. Whatever problem you have to get one of the providers come in and see you and be treated for it, So I like those group homes because those patients are stable, They're stable. They do their visits. You don't have anybody playing a hide and seek and missing their appointments or anything, They get their medications because that is what the group home is offering to these patients, They're well fed, they're clean, the place look good. But some group home, you walk into the group home and my word, it's like you're looking outside. Like the people them just homeless outside. It's the same kind of condition inside of the home. Fly taking everything from the garbage bin to the patient. You walk in, if you walk with your Crocs, it's like you're walking out of your shoes because the ground is just so sticky. Like, me not like them kind of environment there. I don't like it for the patients. And people are paying money for these service. So that's just the thing. People are paying for these service, and this is what we're given. Like, it hurts me, man. It hurts me. Like, we need to take care of what we're offering, and make sure it is something that we definitely want. Claudette Olivier, I am going home to Jamaica today. You're going home? Okay, well, I wish I was going home as well, Coming back in January, really needed a break. Okay, nice. Where in Jamaica are you from, Claudette? I'm from Manchester. That's home for me. I miss home all the time. Yeah, I miss Jamaica all the time. Missing it, missing it, missing it. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in to the Think Nursing channel. We're just chit-chatting. Oh, you're from Ochi. Okay, my sister is living in Ochi right now. Yeah. So nice. Well, safe travels. Safe travels, and bring back some jerk chicken and all them good up stuff there. Your seasoning and everything. Oh my word. Yeah, I miss Jamaica. Okay. But yeah, so we're just chit-chatting here. Hi. Remember to double tap on your screen. Anaka, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Yeah. So home, I miss home all the time. Yeah. It's nice. The opportunity here is nice, but my word, nowhere beats home. I like the fact that we have, career opportunity. You have work opportunities here. There's so much that you can do here, but apart from that, oh Lord.